I would like to provide a preview on leadership, managerial, and organizational skills. Leadership skills and managerial skills are two sides of the coin. The sin of many organizations is too much management and not enough leadership. One cannot do without the other. The right balance is therefore required. There are many areas to compare between management and leadership. Leaders, CEOs, MDs, managers and supervise people. There are a myriad of personalities. Leadership is about people management and bringing out the best in people. Every employee has a different personality and a different behavior. And therefore, it is important for a leader, a manager, to be able to uplift the performance of every employee, help them discover their potential, as well as know how to monitor and control their performance. In most cases, employees only perform up to 60% on the average, 60% to justify their jobs. If the manager or leader is lacking in abilities to manage them, it may drop below 60% to 50 to 40%. But what a manager or leader requires is the employees to be able to outperform to at least 80%. And therefore, managers and leaders must be charismatic, must be well organized, and are very good in people management. There are all kinds of leadership style. I can come up with 15, 16 of them. But basically there are four. You have the autocratic style, the democratic style, laissez-faire style, and best of all, situational leadership, whereby you apply different strokes on different folks. Different characters and behavior, you apply a certain technique for each, depending on their behavior. Let me first of all break down the word lead. L-E-A-D, lead. L is of paramount importance. L represents leverage. How do you intend to do more with less? Are you always coming up with more strategies, churning ideas into strategies so that you can do much more with less, able to overcome competition? So leveraging is important. Number two, E, enthusiasm. A leader must be full of enthusiasm. A leader must be charismatic. No matter what the situation is, challenging or troublesome, he or she must be able to be calm. A is for attitude. Attitude is a faculty of action. And A is also aptitude, the faculty of learning. Without learning, action may not be effective. Action should be spelled as N-O-W, not A-C-T-I-O-N, which is wrong. No delay, no procrastination. Moving up as fast as you can. For managers to be leaders, they must be proactive, not just reactive. And that's the way to lead an organization. D is for discipline. Without discipline, no ideas could bring in results. Discipline is a platform for success. With everything in place, well organized, sufficient staff, proper system put in place, but no discipline, an organization can never move forward. Discipline is the bridge that connects between planning and achievement. Without discipline, it's pointless. Pointless to review and reorganize and set things right. So therefore remember, discipline is most important. A leader must not neglect discipline. Discipline within and without. Yes, and not forgetting change management. To change is to improve. To change often is to be perfect. Changes must be considered from time to time. The world is fast changing with the IT coming in, economic landscape forever like waves moving in and out. We have got to really consider the importance of managing change. If changes on the outside is faster than changes on the inside, prepare for the funeral. Yes, if competitors are changing fast, accommodating all the important criteria to be successful, and your company is not making effort to change, then prepare for retrenchment, prepare for a funeral, the funeral of your organization. Every company would have its vision and mission statement. To be really effective, every department should also come out with their respective vision and mission statement. The head of department must sit down with his or her staff, Brainstorming is about harvesting ideas, solving problems, and lay down strategies for action. And come up with the respective department's vision, and the manager will have to harvest ideas from his or her employees and come up with the mission statement, i.e., how are they going to improve the mission and achieve the vision of the department, which is linked to the company's overall vision. That way, there is more commitment by all the departments to achieve the company's vision and mission statement. And very importantly, as a manager come leader, you will have to review and renew your system and work processes from time to time. Perhaps once every 3 months or once every 6 months, depending on the situation you are in. Do not review and renew only when your organization is taking the fall. Just like a medical checkup, do it twice a year or once a year at least. As is obvious, continuous performance appraisal is vital for effective supervision. They will have to understand the process of supervision. The first step is monitor and evaluate performance. Next, identify problems and opportunity. Then take action and fix expectation. A step at a time. Everything must be in the right flow. Finally, keep in mind, what gets measured gets done. All in all, there are 13 laws of teamwork, some of which are the law of the big picture, the law of the niche, the law of the mountain, the law of the chain. All these and more on team laws must be inculcated in your department, in your overall organization, in order that people will develop team spirit and work well together to achieve the company's vision and mission. Failing which, vision and mission nicely printed on posters are merely for decoration. Basically, people are divided into 4 types: relator, socializer, thinker, and director. The director is like the eagle. The thinker is like the owl. The relator is like the dove. And the socializer is like the peacock. All these four personalities have their personality strength. All of them, if they understand each other personality strength and capitalize on it, they will form a very powerful team, able to interact effectively and bring out the best. So do try to understand this and integrate your people so that they will appreciate, accept, and approve of each other's strength. These 3 points are a must-have in the heart and mind of managers who wish to be leaders. 1, the ability to understand, motivate, and get along with other people, with your employees. Effective managers see their people as important human resources. After all, the company is dead without people. People are the life force of the company. And 3, these skills give managers a sense of feeling for others. Yes, you are dealing with human beings, not soya beans, and therefore you need to have people skills. On the overall, a leader or manager must practice POSTDC. P for planning, O for organizing, S for staffing, T for training, D for delegation, and C for control. It is important they look at this big picture of planning, organizing, staffing, training, delegation, and control. I'm sure you are agreeable that it is indeed much easier to manage 1,000 machines than to manage, say, 3 employees. People have got feelings, preference, excuses, but machines don't have. You set it running and it will run without a hitch. Need repair, get it done, and it will run again. But people are different. So you need to know the person behind the employee. Understand what makes them tick. Realize, find out what are their strengths and their weaknesses. Put them in the right place. Remember, right person in the wrong place will be regression. Right person in the wrong place is abuse of talent. The right person must be in the right place. To further improve the working environment with your employees, you have to consider implementing the mutual expectation checklist. Call in employee one by one and talk to them and tell them what are your expectations. Let them know your principle as a manager. And in detail, let them look at what expectation you have of them. Lay down, explain to them. At the same time, you may consider asking the employee, what are the expectations of you? If it can be met, if the request can be met, you agree to it. If it cannot be met, you explain why you cannot do it. With this, employees understand your requirements, they know your principle as a leader, as a manager, and therefore they will work up to your expectation. And yes, very importantly is the way you manage your people. There are 5 steps to managing your people. Number 1, be friendly, professionally friendly. Not overly friendly, because the staff will take advantage of the situation if you are too friendly with them. Just be professionally friendly. And number 2, be fair to everyone. No discrimination. Treat everyone equally. Be fair to everyone. No racial discrimination. No whatsoever that may deter employees from being unhappy. Next is firm. Be firm. Whenever employees go out of line, be firm with them. Otherwise, they will get worse. They will worsen the situation and affect other people as well. Number 4, you have to take serious action against them. You've got to hit hard at them. After 3 times hitting hard and giving serious warning, they still don't change. You've got to exercise the last approach. Fire them. Remember, one bad apple can spoil the whole barrel. The leader or manager have to review the relationship, the working relationship of the employees. How many employees are outperforming, have creative chemistry working with the manager or leader? Next, how many employees are merely performing up to about 60% to justify for their job? And next, how many employees are non-performers? And from time to time, probably give you headache, problems. And lastly, how many employees do not like you? They may sabotage you, talk behind your back. So therefore, you've got to review all the employees who are reporting to you, who are under you. And you have to make good the situation. Otherwise, through influence, more and more will move to number 4, which is they don't like you, they sabotage you, and cause a lot of havoc in your department or your organization on the whole. There are a few steps to learn on how to manage employees so that they will outperform as a team. Number 1, team spirit must be there. And for team spirit to exist in the company, the leader or manager must be able to integrate the different personalities. Basically, there are 4 types of personalities so that they will see eye to eye. And no one employee will carry their personality to the extreme. As is obvious, some employees are very detailed and may be seen to slow down work. And some employees may be quick to act. And perhaps they might make mistake. And you have some employees who are too careful. They will ask, why not this way and why not that way? And thus may slow down work as well. Then again, likely they're providing reality check. Reality check is important to avoid making any drastic mistakes. And you have employees who are very personable, all-rounded, relaxed and easygoing, good communicators. Well, all these 4 personalities come together to work. They may not see eye to eye. And therefore, the leader or manager must ensure that each of them realize the potential of each personality. Number 2, the manager or leader will have to practice the metrics of supervisory skills. The first approach is directing. Any new employees that come into the company, the leader or manager will have to direct the employees, tell them exactly what to do and follow the instruction accordingly, 100%. And probably provide some notes, guidelines for them to follow, read and follow. And step number 2, coaching. The leader or manager will have to coach the employees. Coach them, teach them, interact with them, understand that they are gradually picking up before releasing them to do work on their own. And the third step is supporting. When the leader or manager have coached the employee well enough, the employee may not be able to work on their own. From time to time, the leader or manager will have to provide support, perhaps advice, perhaps certain tools or equipment that may be required, and so on. And then finally, the fourth step is delegation. Ideally, all staff must have the right attitude and skills, and therefore the leader or manager can delegate work to them confidently. Remember, the employee may have skills but the wrong attitude, and therefore you cannot delegate work to them. And on the other hand, the employee may have the right attitude but lacking in skills, and again, you cannot delegate work to them. They must be good in both skills and knowledge, and they have the right attitude. And therefore, if you have employees that you can trust and delegate work to them, they can help you in supporting, directing, and coaching other employees, and thus set you free to do R&D, plan for the future, yes, and review and renew system and processes. Otherwise, the leader or manager will always be stuck doing the same old work day after day after day. No time to do or plan things for the future or improve system and work processes. Mastering leadership, managerial skills, and organizational skills. This is an empowerment program for managers and senior executives.